Yeah, we
Yes,
back.
sir. We
Cause
back.
we damn sure took a break last week, yo.
Looking for revenge.
Yeah,
All summer 21. It doesn't roll off the tongue.
it doesn't. But it's all good though. You know,
Hey, we're
what's
still having fun. Hey, I'm dropping bars. What's up?
yeah, we having fun. I'm still on vacation mode, man.
I
Like
feel it.
I am. I'm chilling.
You glowing, man.
Oh, that's just the ring light glistening, hot in a mug right here in my face. Hey, nothing. Um, and I'm trying not to be so greasy, but
No,
dang,
I'm saying you look like
no,
it's not,
it's the ring light, dog. It's the ring light. that's what exactly what it is. It's okay. I
uh
appreciate you though. I do.
hey,
I see
I
what you was
do.
trying to do there.
Hey
Yeah,
man, I'm trying to hype up my guy, man.
I feel you, and I appreciate that. But no, it's all good. For those who don't know, this is the Community Coalition Show. We back in this
What's
thing.
good, gang?
Yep, K Wilson, David 2K. After a
Yes,
week off, we
sir.
definitely took last week off. I'm sorry, y'all,
Yeah.
but it had to be done.
Yep.
Sometimes you gotta take a break.
I actually didn't know how much I need that.
I'm telling you, like
Right.
something as simple as, hey, every Monday night we do this.
We really do. And it's fun, but like at the same time, like it's good to step away.
Yeah. And it makes you appreciate it a little bit more too.
Mm-hmm.
Like I was kind of excited to get back in the groove this week. Like,
yeah, me too.
So but
like, I can't wait for Reason and Rhyme.
Yeah, that's gonna be fun this week. You finish your list, we're gonna
No, I haven't.
Come on, fam. Come on, you got an extra week.
I know I did, but also like I have the list.
Okay.
I need to rank it.
Okay.
Because
so for those who don't know,
I think I need to do that I think I'm a person that needs to do that on the fly, kind of.
It's gonna change 10 times before Wednesday.
Right.
Yeah. So for those who don't know, I'm not gonna tell you what it is. You just gotta listen to Reason and Rhyme when it comes out this Friday. Reason and Rhyme podcast show. We got some fun stuff coming up with starting 5 there too.
Right.
But back to this though,
Revenge of the Black Nerd. Let's
talk
about it.
Yeah, let's talk about it. You know what? Okay, this is a topic that's near and dear to my heart because I was always even as a kid, I was a nerd. Like, and I don't know if we called it that. Like, and I hate the label sometimes. Like, I guess that's the only way people know what we're talking about is that some people call them nerds and geeks and all this stuff. Like,
or freaks and geeks.
Yeah, whatever. Yeah. All these terms. I don't know if I would call it anything different, but I think it used to be. Let me say this. It used to be stuff that was against the grain, right?
Right.
Like when I was a kid,
was taboo.
Yeah, and I like bad stuff. But when I was a kid, it was like if you like different, like if you like comics back in the day,
right?
If you like the old anime stuff,
different type of music.
Yeah, you got put in a different category, right?
Right. Or if you did decent in school.
Why? I know. Why was that a thing? Why couldn't we be smart?
And you heard what I said, right? If you did
decent. So
I had to work to be decent.
So it's funny. I've rolled both sides of the fence. I was a great student. And I loved to learn. Like,
right.
But I think you love to learn. It was just the structure of school.
You know
what I'm saying? Like,
I mean,
because I'm not gonna put you in the category with the kids who just didn't give a damn about school. I'm not gonna do that to you. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's just some people I hated. They was not about it. It was not about that school life.
But also, I feel like I fall under the category of I'm just here so I don't get fined.
Yeah, but I think that's still better than F school. I got some homies. They was like, the only reason why they came to school was either somebody forced them to come or really the social interaction. They could care less about the subjects.
Yeah.
I feel that. But then there's people like I had to, like me. I enjoyed going to school for a lot of different reasons.
Yeah,
I did. I enjoyed certain, not all classes, but I enjoyed a lot of my stuff.
Yeah, enjoyed. Yeah, there were definitely some classes that I actually really liked versus other classes.
Yeah, and I think that's cool. I mean, especially with it's like the advanced stuff, like. But even getting older, like education is one of those things I've always thoroughly enjoyed. But as a kid, it's funny how like I think I got away with it more because I still had a lot of friends. I still did other things. Mm-hmm. But I saw some of my friends who were like, I guess they would have called them really like geeks and like nerds, and like people picked on them for real. You know how it goes, y'all.
Bro.
People get picked like they's picking on them and so they used to frustrate me. Or I'll tell you another thing, I couldn't share.
Right.
Like I couldn't share with a lot of my homies, my squad, you know, mm-hmm. the stuff I liked.
Right.
So I couldn't tell nobody. I like snuck around and enjoyed the things I like to enjoy, even from my own family.
Right.
It's crazy. Like you get teased, your own family.
Yeah. It's really like that though.
Yeah.
I like in middle school, I started to like Linkin Park and I started to like Fall Out Boy. And then I was like, I'm not sure if I can tell people this.
Yeah. I think I got a lot of it from, I had to give my sister some credit for that too, because she was like that.
Absolutely. Mine too.
But my sister, like I said, when you were black and you were younger, taboo, but she could do it because wasn't nobody going to say nothing to her.
Right.
Because she would beat your ass.
Right.
No matter, male, female, on site. So she got away with a lot of stuff, but she exposed me to a lot of things. Yeah. Alternative music. I remember Nirvana came from her. Like I remember she would get up blasting Nirvana. Like different styles and stuff. Like she used to color her hair back in the day when it was, you know, when nobody really doing it.
Right.
And she would have the blue lipstick and the blue hair and all that stuff. Like, and so I saw that, and that kind of made it like, okay, this is kind of cool. But she still clowned me too sometimes. Because if I didn't like the stuff she liked, then I still got clowned.
Right.
So, I mean, I'm excited to see now as I'm getting older, this whole community of Black nerds, you know, people who like different things. It's a huge community now. And it's okay. Yeah. It's okay. I like that now. We didn't get that when I was a kid.
Yes. Like I feel like it really started to come as I was growing up because we had people like we had different shows, we had different that kind of showcased that stuff. We showed there was like Donald Glover, there was like, and I'm really sad to say that's really the only person I can think of right now.
No, but if you think about like
Urkel.
I mean, but even we'll take like music for y'all. I look at guys like, remember that Lil Wayne phase? You guys had guys like Cudi in them.
Yeah,
like
especially Cudi.
Like Chance and all that era. The era I kind of missed. I was before that, right?
Yeah.
But that was like we're starting to show different styles and lifestyles, and not so much like sexual lifestyles, but like we're interested in different things.
Right.
Like we can dress a little different and it's cool. We can be smart and it's cool. You know, like I grew up in gangster rap era.
Yeah.
You had to be hard all the time.
Right.
You either had to be hard or you had to be an athlete. Like
right. And I think I came up at the like end of that.
Yeah.
Around the like because I feel like around the end of that I was coming up and I saw I've said this on our other podcast. I was alive when Tupac and Biggie were shot.
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah.
So, once I actually started to learn about it, I was like, oh wow, I kind of understand this now.
Yeah. And then we came out of that, man. Like I grew up in baggy pants, and like you had to sag.
Yeah.
Like if you held your pants up too high, you was a sucker. You was a square. Like it was rough for us, man. Like and some of the things they don't know.
Y'all don't know what Jinko jeans are.
Jinko jeans, the baggiest jeans they used to. I mean, them joints. You would drag your jeans. Them joints be long as hell. Baggy clothes, and I was already a bit. It's funny. I look back at them pictures now, like as a big kid wearing baggy clothes, we look crazy, yo.
Right.
Like.
Bro,
crazy.
I look at old pictures of me and I'm like, yo, why did I do this?
Yeah. And in the DMV area, especially Baltimore, we were the long T era.
Oh,
Bama's had tees to their kneecap, show.
You guys were heavy into the tall tees?
Man, Baltimore was heavy. So I mean, every now you had to get some. Like we all had them down, even down here too. We was buying white tees. I remember the store, they used to give them like 5 for $20.
Yeah.
Extra long tees. Imagine I'm a big dude. I got tees coming down like just above my knee.
And how tall are you?
Again, I'm about 6 foot.
Yes.
About 6 foot. I had a homie, my boy's like 6'6", 6'7". Mm-hmm. He had some tall tees. Come on, fam. That's a lot of fabric, yo. It's a lot of fabric.
It is.
So like really? that was so you had to fit in. And I feel like if you didn't, it was real rough for you. Right. It was real rough. You couldn't get no girls, you couldn't do nothing. Yeah. And one thing to kind of save some kids, like if you got in like, I remember by the time you get like to high school, if you were an athlete, you still got to hang with the athletes. Mm-hmm. If you were popular, you might be able to slide a little bit. It might have been cool for a minute.
When you couldn't do it? When you were in band?
No.
Or at least at my school. I mean, a few kids could, but like, I guess.
But you had to be cool and in the band, like.
Right. And let me not I should talk for myself because it was not.
It was. I mean, like I remember my freshman year, I didn't want to tell nobody I took music class. Like for real, like yeah. And then I went to another school and then like I went to actually a school that's like specialized in like performing arts.
Right.
And it was more accepted because everybody did it there. So it was cool. Right. But like even to the outside world, you didn't like it was not something you could explain, Mm-hmm. I remember trying to bring my trombone home and my mom was like, What are you doing? You better not pull that thing out of here. Like, what are you doing? Nobody want to hear that. Like,
yo, that's a joke about there's a joke by this one comedian that said you can't be cool when your instrument is bigger than you.
Yeah, but luckily,
for a small guy like me, that applied.
Yeah, you couldn't have been no trombone or no baritone or nothing. Like you couldn't. no, walking around with a tuba, like.
Nah, thankfully I played the clarinet.
Yeah,
so it wasn't too big, but also like lugging that around, like.
Yeah,
plus your backpack, like that's a lot.
Yeah, it is. I remember, that long ass trombone case, like trying to carry that thing around on the school bus, like busting people in the head, trying to sit down. Yeah, it was like,
and I've done that so many times.
Yeah, like I said, I think I got away with it because like people, like I was popular and I was big. When nobody gonna say nothing to me, like But it was just it was so weird. I look back now, like it was this culture is so different now.
Yeah,
and I am happy. Like I watch my niece, I watch that era. These teenagers now.
Mm-hmm.
They watch the stuff I used to want to watch and stuff, and it's cool.
Mm-hmm.
Like I talk to her about music and the stuff she's listening to.
Right.
And it's funny because like I like to talk to her about it.
Mm-hmm.
And I know even like she could talk to her other friends, but the other adults, they're kind of still closed minded, like my era.
Right.
Like that's why it's funny. Like people my age, we don't listen to a lot of the new stuff because it's different.
Yeah.
So I try to talk to her. And we have a lot of conversations, and I can tell she enjoys sharing about the stuff she likes with an adult.
Right. And you can do that because you're open to listening. You're a person that's open to conversation, and also it's your niece. Like, she looks up to you. So
and that's another thing because it's like I want her to be comfortable with it.
Right. And that's important.
Because I didn't feel like that as a kid.
Mm-hmm. So you want to be what you needed.
Yes.
When you were coming up.
Yes, that is important to me.
Mm-hmm.
So I want to make sure.
That's exactly what I want to do for kids that are kind of like me. That like they were always taught. Oh, bro, I was.
It's like being oppressed.
Like. It's funny because like I was the kid made fun of, but you still want to cheat off me.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah. Or I remember being told like, "Oh, that's for white people."
Yeah.
I was told that a lot.
That's it.
That's for white. That's white people stuff. That's white people stuff. Like all the time. So I don't know. I mean, I just enjoy it so much. I'm watching videos. I was watching a lot of YouTubers, RDC World, Mark Phillips and them. And they do this thing, they video Anime House.
Yeah.
And I'm not even a big anime person, but I just enjoy the fact that they can just do that.
Yeah.
They can do that. They can spoof animes and talk about them, and they're popular, and it's cool and it's fun.
Their skits are so funny, especially about anime.
Yeah. Like, so it's made me
what's that piece of paper do? Oh, every time I fold it, half the world dies.
Yeah. Like explaining the powers and stuff. They're hilarious. But just the fact of like, I was watching other stuff and like,
there's Lamar Wilson that does like a lot of tech reviews. There's Black Nerd Comedy. I can't remember. Oh, Andre.
Andre. I mean, there's this.
Yeah.
All these groups, Black Girl Nerds. They got Comic Cons. Blurred is like a black. It's like a black nerds. Comic convention now. I know there's one big in DC that's growing.
Right.
I got a lot of friends, even my age now, and I talk to them, and I'm like, oh, they share stuff. I'm like, oh, I ain't know you like that too. And they're putting me on,
because we were always told, hey, what you doing watching this show, watching this cartoon?
Yeah,
like this cartoon is dope.
It's dope. Or shows. Oh my goodness. So I can tell you, as a kid, I have stories, yo. For those who don't know, I am one of the biggest Star Trek fans in the world. I'm a huge Trekkie. I have been since I was a teenager. Couldn't tell nobody. You know.
Do you have any action figures?
Yes, I did. I made my mom give me some for Christmas. Like I had Captain Picard and freaking Ninja Turtles mobbing together. And yeah. But I couldn't bring my friends over and do that.
Right.
You know, like that's how much of a fan I was. I had the toys, yo. Like even now, it was a big deal for me. Was it 2 years ago? My wife bought me a model Starship Enterprise.
Oh yeah, I remember you talking.
That thing is sitting right there.
We've talked about that.
Yeah, I've wanted one so bad, like a real replica model joint. I wanted since I was a kid, like, and I just as a kid again, even in my early 20s, like, I wouldn't have done that.
Yeah,
I don't know why. I just like it wasn't. I was afraid. I would have been afraid to do that. You know, and so it's cool now. I even think like the Marvel movies, these superheroes, like I think it's opened the door for a lot of different people to say, you know how many people I've talked to and they're like, yo, I read the comic. I'm like, whoa, fam, I didn't even know. Like, that's dope to me. Like people I've known, like, I didn't even know you read comics. Like, yeah, man, I had a couple when I was a kid. And they downplay it. Like, yeah, man, you know, it was a little something I did. And it's like, no, don't be ashamed. Like, it's okay.
But here's the thing. That's exactly what we were made to be.
That's what, yes.
Like, we were ashamed for it. But the thing was that everyone did it.
Yeah. And everybody did on the low.
Yeah.
Everybody did on the low. And I didn't realize that until you know, like, because it's not like before you couldn't just break out. I couldn't just start talking to you like, hey, fam, you seen Black Widow, fam? Like, we wouldn't have done that. It would have had to like happen in some sort of like secondary passing kind of way, or something came up and it's like, oh yeah, like you like that too, and then you start the conversation.
Right. Like the first anime I remember watching and like really enjoying is Sailor Moon.
See, Sailor taking it back.
Like on Toonami, like every day after school, like that was Sailor Moon is so dope. Like I love Sailor Moon.
Yeah, it's funny. Yeah, and you don't even think about stuff like Sailor Moon. I remember, thinking of Power Rangers when the Power Rangers first came out, stuff like that. I remember Dragon Ball Z. I remember the early years of Pokemon when it came over here. Like, you know,
Digimon.
I remember the especially at school, like the kids you consider the nerds and they play like the card game and stuff. Like, man, they were ahead of their time. Like
Magic the Gathering, or they had the Yu-Gi-Oh cards and they would play at like lunch and recess.
Yeah, and there would be no black kids over there. Yo. Like, and now that's different. Like, that's what I'm enjoying, man.
Me too.
But even that stuff, like I remember like going back to like someone like being like just enjoying school. I enjoy school a lot. You know, like even to the point now, like now, my wife still calls me a nerd. Because I just
be completely honest. Well, you guys met in high school, right?
Yeah, like go back.
Was she popular?
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
she was a track star. Yeah,
but also I remember you saying that you were pretty popular in high school too.
Yeah. So I mean, like, but I mean, I kind of had some balance with it, you know.
Yeah.
I knew what I could say. I knew what I could talk about, but also I had friends in all those groups. I made friends with everybody.
You had friends in different circles.
So even like the kids, they used to call them the Gothic kids. Mm-hmm. Those are my homies. Those are my folks.
Absolutely.
It turned out they were the most amazing artists and stuff. Like,
yeah, that's the group I actually gravitated towards.
Yeah, I mean, even the kids, like people like. Okay, so I'll tell you this story real quick. The kids that people like the Outcasts.
Yeah,
I had a homie. I remember he first came to the school, white kid. And he kind of had like that scary kind of skinhead shave look. Mm-hmm. And the kids started calling him Columbine. That was his nickname because he looked like he might blow this thing up, yo. So everybody was scared of this kid. Like he would sit by himself and stuff. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, nah, this ain't cool. So I don't know. I think I had a couple classes with him. We got to talking to him, found out my homie was cool. He was mad cool. Mm-hmm. And he hooped. He actually played ball. Ain't nobody, he could hoop too. But he just looked like he would blow everything up, yo. He did. He looked like, and my thing was like, I'm going to be his friend because I need to know.
Right.
I'm going down. I need to know, hey, we cool, right? Like,
you know what the sad thing is? Like, and this just wasn't here. This was back when I lived in South San Francisco. Like, people thought I was that kid. And, like, they would make jokes, but they would also be, like, completely serious. Hey, yo, if it's about to go down, hey, let me know.
Yeah, let me know. Like, hey, you need something, dog? You straight? You want some French fries from the cafeteria or something? Like, but it was funny. Like, so I made friends with people like that. Like,
right. I did too.
And coming to find out, they were just the most amazing people. Mm-hmm. I remember I had a homegirl. She was like full gothic, all black, everything. Like, everybody thought she was a witch. And one, I'll be honest, she was gorgeous. Mm. If you see her now, she's an amazing, gorgeous woman. Mm-hmm. And she is one of the most talented, incredible artists I've ever seen. Mm. She had talent, but nobody would talk to her. No one knew. So I would talk to them. They was mad cool.
I might need her number.
I don't even know where she is in the world right now. That's how dope she is. Like she's dope. Like
you can find anybody.
Yeah, I think we're still like Facebook friends and stuff. Yeah.
I'm completely kidding. But
I mean, she will draw you, dog. Like she will just flat out just draw you. Like that might be her intro, like hi, and then she just draws and just hands you a piece of paper. Like that's how dope she was.
Oh, I had those homies too.
Yeah,
I still have those homies.
Yeah, like some of my the most amazing musicians. Mm-hmm. You know, the smartest people. We would have like the deepest conversations.
Yeah.
You know, and then I still had my other friends, like the niggas, you know, like the kids who ain't the only reason why they there is to sell weed. Like that was the only reason why they came to school because it was customer based.
I didn't get to that point until maybe the very well. Let me say I didn't get there, but until like the end of my junior year, which was the year I left San Francisco. Mm. So like once I started to actually learn about them, I was like, oh, these people are mad cool. Yeah. And I understand the mentality. It's not that they hate school. They just understand that like it's just for the birds.
Yeah. And you know what? I know school just isn't for everybody.
Right.
It's not. And it's not so much that some kids that don't want to learn, they don't want to be there. Mm-hmm. One, it's challenging.
Yeah.
They don't process and learn the way it's taught and structured in school.
Right.
There's a lot of pressure. You don't know. There's a lot of different factors. Sometimes there's some home stuff going on. They can't even get their mindset to even be in school. It's different for a lot of people.
Yeah.
And also, let's not forget, especially by the time, I mean, middle school, high school now, it's socially bonkers. It's
socially draining.
Yeah, it is. And not everybody can handle that stuff.
Yeah.
Nobody, the popular cliques and who's this and who's that, what's going on. You got to worry about all the other prom and who's going, like, that's a lot, yo. And we put all this stuff on kids.
Bro, you want to know how many people, like, when I moved back to like my old hometown, you know how many people I saw that like apologized to me?
Yeah.
And I found it hilarious because, like, first of all, I don't really care about that stuff now, or I've pretty much blocked all of it out of my mind like that. And I've had some people come up to me and be like, "Hey, yo, I'm sorry for messing with you in school. Like, that wasn't cool."
Yeah, because kids grow up.
Also, it's a dog eat dog.
It is. But I think sometimes you realize too, like I said, people change. I've asked some friends who, like, back in the day, like, I don't think we weren't friends in school, we didn't cross paths, and then as you get older, things change, Right. Or some people that I was friends with and I see them now and I'm like, nah, fam, I gotta get away from you. It is. We grow and we evolve, but it's like that time in our life we put so much on. It's hard. It's hard to navigate that stuff.
We put so much effort into like following the crowd, I guess.
A lot of that, following the crowd, the pressure for some people to succeed. Just to be accepted.
Yeah.
Some people just want friends. They just want to be with people and have relationships with people. And, right. And there's a 14, 15, 16-year-old and you don't know, you're not sure about yourself and you're still growing and all types of stuff. It's a lot, yo. So
don't add the hormones.
That's what I'm saying. That too. Then you buck wild crazy. Like, yeah.
Mood swings, all that.
Yeah, yeah. So it's a lot, yo.
Because yes, that stuff starts in like middle school, but once you get to high school, it's a little elevated.
It is. I think in middle school, I don't know. It's in some instances you can still be a kid to the most part,
right? But
once you get to high school, it's almost like you're expected to be doing adult stuff, or you're getting ready to be doing adult stuff. A lot of independence comes into play, and it's different. I don't know. I look back at school, and even though it was a positive experience for me, I look back and see how it sucked.
Right.
I can see how it sucked for a lot of people. Like, so I look at it like me, I'm like, I was good, but damn, look at like everybody else. Like,
yeah.
So it didn't, that's to me, I don't know. And then you go into college, and college is a totally another beast,
Right. Dude, like there was one time, I think I was in, what was it, second, third grade. We had a field trip to the local college. And I don't know how I got on this topic, but I started talking to like some of the students, and then I was like, oh yeah, I love watching Pokemon. And there was one dude that was like, yo, what is that? And so like I actually like explained it to him, and then like everybody else was like, bro, you better go watch Pokemon today. Like, and like I look at myself now, especially like when I was in college, and like you realize that like you can do that stuff just because you don't have to care about what everybody else thinks.
Yeah, I think
especially in college.
I think that's the time when it started. Yeah, it starts to change for people. I remember college was, again, I had a different college experience too because I never lived on campus or anything. I never lived on a campus, but it was just, you could find more like-minded people. You could feel like you could be yourself a little bit more.
You start to discover yourself a little bit more.
Yeah, my biggest issue was I had to figure out what I was going to study because I had a lot of different interests.
Right.
And again, one of these things I couldn't have a conversation with anyone because if I told people what I wanted to study, they looked at me like I was crazy.
Right.
You know,
man, if you don't go into the league,
that too. Oh my god, that got annoying. That's annoying. Yeah, even now,
I've heard so many people talk about that.
I used to hate when people would only refer to me as an athlete or a football player. Oh, you play ball? Yes, but so much more. So much more than that, right? That's all you get. Even now, I was at the store. Oh, you used to play ball? Yes. Yes. Do you still play? Do you see this gray hair? Like, no. Like, how do people? This is a conversation. I have this conversation once or twice a week. Every time I go somewhere. Dog, do you not see me limp and my knee hurt? Yeah. Do you think I'm still get out of my face? Like, oh my goodness. But that was my struggle. Like, I had to pick. And I remember it was like, I eventually chose psychology because I was always fascinated with human behavior. Why do y'all crazy people do what y'all do?
Why do all of these Bosgarians act like they own the world?
I know we're gonna get there. Why? Yeah. It's a bunch of whys. It was whys for me. So I was trying to figure that out. But then I wanted to go into astronomy. I still love astronomy. Not the stuff that y'all call astronomy, not the signs and all that. What's your sign? No, space. Like, I love space.
Not astrology.
Not astrology. Because every time I say that, people are like, you are Aries, Virgo. Space, nigga. Like, the actual study of space. Like, that's
me. I hate to bring up another podcast on here, but did you see that one clip, that one skit Rory and Mal did?
I don't know if I've seen him. I thought
where Rory's at the restaurant and
no, I didn't watch that one yet. I haven't seen it yet.
Check that one out.
Okay.
She starts shooting off at the mouth about like signs.
Oh.
And the funniest thing he said was, "Man, you don't even know my last name."
Yeah. But like, that's what it is. So like, people like, if I could have been an astronaut, I would have been an astronaut, yo. But I'm way too big to be an astronaut. Not fit in the spaceship. I don't think that's gonna work for me. I don't think they're making suits for me. Ain't gonna be no spacewalks. But I love that stuff. I still do.
Did you ever go to space camp?
No, I didn't go to space camp.
Okay.
I've been to a lot of different exhibits and I've been invited to a lot of different things. Like, I remember when they took the space shuttle, there's a museum out in Virginia where you can actually go see the space shuttle. I probably still have pictures of that. Like, I was there.
Yeah.
I was in there too. Yeah. I love stuff like that. That's why movies, like, I can watch a documentary. Like, that was one big thing.
I want to ask you a question, but I'm not going to do it.
What?
All right, let me ask. Do you think the moon landing was fake?
No.
Okay.
No, I don't.
Yeah, I don't. Honestly, I don't either.
No, people aren't alive because of it. Like, I mean, if you that's why if you go into what went into this stuff, it's doable.
Yeah,
it was doable. Like, I know there's a lot of conspiracy theories to that, stuff like that.
Sorry, I had to ask.
I thought you were gonna ask about Pluto, but that's funny.
What do you mean about Pluto?
Because the whole debate, is Pluto a planet or not? People always ask. It's just that's the next thing people ask. It's not a planet, y'all. It's not a planet. Sorry.
It's been demoted.
They bamboozled y'all in school. Sorry. What else?
When I was in school, we had 9 planets.
I could. Y'all jive turkeys. I also love things like.
What was your favorite subject?
I could have history, geography.
Right.
I love geography. I love maps. Like I could have did any one of those easily.
Right.
I could have. I wanted to be a history teacher for a while. Like I said, if I was going to go like all back into teaching, I'd probably teach history or psych, stuff like that. I mean, I still love biology, and then even film. I wanted to be a film major.
Yeah.
For so long, like I could have. If I could have gone back and at any point in time in my life, I would have picked one that probably would have been random. You know, I could have done any one of those, but I couldn't tell nobody that stuff.
Yeah.
Like I could have like, Mom, hey, I'm trying to study geography, yo. That's where it's at. Like no one would have no. Like
nobody would have took you seriously.
No.
Nobody would. The sad thing is that like nobody would have taken you seriously, and nobody would have encouraged you, which you absolutely need in college.
Yeah.
Because like I don't know if anybody in college knows that, or sorry, I don't know if anybody in high school that's listening to this knows that in college, like if you don't want to go to class, like you don't have to go.
Now you just take that L and that bread.
I mean, yeah,
just another couple of years being in that joint.
Yep.
But no one's forcing you to. Yeah, but
right.
That's why I said I wanted to go. Like those are the things that excited me.
Yeah,
and it sucks. Like you said, you don't get support. I remember my psychology classes. I remember as the years progressed and the years went on, less and less Black people in them classes. Right. That's what we're talking about 01, 02, 03. Like,
do you remember your favorite psych teacher?
Yes, I do. My freshman year, because it was a Black woman actually.
Oh, that's awesome. What was her name?
I don't remember her name. But I remember her though, if you know what I'm saying.
I hear you.
Yeah. I mean, I was like 19. She was hot. I don't care. Like, she could have said anything, and Sigmund Freud. Yeah, Sigmund Freud. Like, she was, but I know I really remember because it was the first time things seemed practical. You know, psychology is a lot of theory. It's a lot, this terms. And I remember her breaking it down to practical senses. And I remember taking the class, and that's when I was like, yeah, I can do this. I get this. I like this.
Right.
So she was, that's probably, freshman year. Like I said, at that time, it was this. It wasn't that many of us in there.
Right.
And I've started to see that's changing too.
Yeah.
Which is cool, especially with a lot more Black people going into mental health field.
Yeah. That's really great.
Yeah. So I'm proud to see that.
I wanted to say, like, when I got to college and like especially studying music production, like there were times where like we would have breaks or like before and after class, and you would either be talking to people in your class or you would be talking to people in other majors, and they'd be like, oh, hey, what's your major? Oh, I'm a music production major. Oh, so what do they got you guys doing? Oh, we're learning like music theory. I will never forget this. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, G, F, P, D, C, V, A. Like I can recite that. Like
I can,
and like just learning like what's in like different keys, how different music is, like how to convey emotions, like
because you're a music major. See, and these are the conversations you can't have with everybody else.
Right. And it's the fact that I was able to have those conversations, that I was able to start having those conversations and actually understand what they were all saying.
Yeah. Because you were in the environment as well too.
Right. And that was so dope to me.
Yeah. That's why that's why I'm glad we're having this conversation.
Yeah, me too.
Because even if like people, y'all, if you got, especially young people, you have young people around,
right?
Just give them a chance to tell you the stuff they're into. Try it. let's listen. Even if you don't know what it is, even if you don't like it,
right?
Give them the safe space to share. They
Listen.
need it. Just listen. Yeah. Like I said, sometimes my nieces are talking. Sometimes my own kids are talking. I don't know what the hell they talking about, but I'm gonna try to figure it out. Okay, what's that? Oh, what's that show right there? Oh, who that? Like, I might not ever go back to it. It might not be for me at this point, but I've seen what it does for them to just share it.
It means the world to people.
It does. It means the world. Yeah. Sometimes you just want to know, like, hey, somebody cares. You know, I remember, like, especially again, growing up with the grunge era and the alternative music. Now, there was a lot of, it was a big part of the music that they felt like nobody gave a damn. Yeah. You know, that no one listened, no one cared. It's a big thing with young people. I remember what that was like. And so it just takes something as simple as just trying, just listening.
Right.
Like I said, you might not know. Don't dismiss them. Don't call it stupid. Don't call it whack or boring. I used to get that all the time.
Yeah, same here.
You know, matter of fact, I just got it recently, even as a grown ass man. My mom told me my podcast was boring.
Wait, which one?
This one.
Yo, so we're boring?
Apparently to her. I was like, damn, okay. Like,
hey, shout out to mom.
Shout out to mom. I love you, mom. But I kind of know why, because I know what she likes. And I know this show isn't for everybody. I know this one isn't.
I was about to ask, is she more into stuff like NPR?
No. No, she's probably more into like Housewives and stuff, and watching that kind of stuff. You know, we're
not that podcast.
We're not that podcast, and I get it. So I wasn't offended at all. I was just like, yeah, I figured. But I was like, just the fact that she gave it a shot. That to me, was huge because that probably wouldn't happen when I was a kid. I don't know. So just the fact that, hey, you had to listen to figure out I was boring. I can take that. But at least you listen. You gave it a shot, you know?
And I feel that same way about music. Like, yeah, I tried to listen to it. It's not for me. That's cool, because that's a string.
Yeah. You tried though. Yep. To me, the biggest people that they dismiss it off the break. Like I said, the ones, oh, that's stupid, that's whitey, all that stuff. Like that, those are the ones that get on my nerves. Like that, that's what I'm like, that's not cool. Especially when it's your own, like if it's your own blood, your kids and stuff, like they'll never come share with you again.
Right.
And then if they don't share, if they feel like they can't share those little things with you, they're not going to share the big stuff with you because they're going to fear how you're going to respond.
Right. And that becomes like ingrained in you. And then like you start to just like be closed off to whoever.
Yeah. That's what I used to do as a kid. I ain't tell nobody nothing.
Same here.
I won't tell you, ain't know. And people find out later on, I didn't know you was. Sorry, you just learned it, fam.
Yeah.
Because you didn't create the atmosphere and the space for me to want to share. You know? I want to ask you real quick. What were some of your guilty nerd pleasures when you were growing up?
Let's see. There was definitely anime, music. As I started to get older, started to get into some rock and pop punk. I think in middle school I really started getting into writing. And like my favorite subject is English, because I got to it just makes you think in a way that you have to be creative. And shout outs to Mrs. Navarre, first and foremost, because that was my 7th and 8th grade English teacher.
Okay.
She really inspired me to like write, and she really helped me out with that.
That's what's up.
Shout outs to her.
Shout outs. Because I know we can't share that all the time.
Yeah.
So That's what's up, man. And I've enjoyed hearing about people's stuff, you know.
Also, I think you're gonna see a lot of that stuff with your kids.
Yeah.
Like I'm kind of excited to like watch you see them grow up and see like what they get into.
Yeah, man. Oh man. I've been excited to sometimes create that space. So some of the things we're doing now, like, okay, like actually I didn't think of it I can't even take credit to think of it. My wife found this thing online. It's a history, it's like a geography history thing. Okay. It's like this service. Every month they send you a box. Okay. And in a box, it's about a country. Oh. So each month you get a new country to learn about. And there's coloring activities. There's building little activities. There's like information you got to read. Right. Man, we have fun with that. Like now, my daughter is like they're excited when the box comes in, and we sit down as a family and we go through it. So like, even if on the house, I know in the back like window, the flags. There's a flag. They color the flag. They look at the flag. They color the right colors, and they post it up. So now we've got a whole bunch of flags.
Oh, that's dope.
For me, again, the history of it, the geography of it. Right. So then I take the boxes, then I show them on YouTube. I pull out the map and stuff like that. Like, like my daughter put Google Earth app on her tablet. I almost cried. Like, because that's what I do.
That's a proud dad right there.
I can sit on.
That's a proud dad right there.
I am so proud. I can sit on Google Earth and I just scroll and just find stuff and read stuff. She was doing it. She's 6. I'm like, yo, I would have loved to have done that as a kid. Yeah. And we could sit there and she'll show me and we'll just randomly find a city or something. We just read about it. Like, oh goodness, I'm enjoying that part. Yeah. They love music, arts, they dance, like, and we can do those things for them. Right. You know, like to be open-minded, you know. The conversations me and my wife have is not about them doing it. It's like, damn, this stuff is expensive sometimes. We gotta pay for it. Yeah. You know, like, but we got that. That's the thing. Like, so we can I want them to do everything. If they want to take music class, yes. Yes. I don't care. What do you want to play? That's the conversation. Yeah. What do you want to study? Yeah. Like, even the stuff they watch. And again, the new stuff out, these cartoons, you know what though? I've sat and watched with them. And some of them
are funny.
Some of them are fun, but like, you know, like it's all right though. Like I can't tell them that, but I'll go back and might peep it later. There's a couple of them like they're not so much like they kind of have the anime mold to them, but I don't think hardcore anime heads would like consider them animes.
Right. Like I think about that like with Regular Show and Adventure Time.
Yeah.
Like with those two.
Yeah. There's this one called, what's it called? Like Marvelous or something like that.
I don't know about that.
Cat Noir and them. Like I can take it there. But I like that they can sit and watch that stuff. And then they watch other stuff. They watch the YouTube stuff and the stuff that everyone else is watching. But they hone in on a lot of different things. Right. Like they like learning.
Yeah. They have a lot of different interests.
Yeah. And I want to promote that as much as we can. Like, because to me, that's so dope because that's the things I wanted. So like, and I get to show them, and then I get to kind of share some of my stuff with them. Yeah. Like I've tried to show them a little bit of Star Trek. They not there yet. They too young. But I try.
Yo, I feel like if you show them like one of the Star Wars, I feel like, and like one of them liked it, I feel like you would freak out.
You know what's crazy? My wife is getting into them. Okay. Like we watched, so she watches more Star Wars. I watch Star Wars too. I ain't no hate here. There's a difference because Star Trek has been more episodal. Right. You know, well, Star Wars is just movies. So you can sit down and watch movies all the time. Where Star Trek, you kind of got to go back from like the beginning of a series. And, you know, it's like, yeah. So we watch those. She's in them. She's watching them before I do. I can't. She caught up on the Mandalorian and stuff. I'm not even caught up yet. She watches all the Marvel movies. She's a Marvel head, yo. Mm-hmm. Like,
as am I.
Yeah, and I love them too. So it's like, it's cool.
Yeah, it's something that you can bond over.
Yeah, like in the house we can do this. And even showing her some other stuff like, I know my tastes in music are very different. That one I don't think she, like, she's not gonna listen to my Australian pop. I get that. She's not gonna listen to some of my world stuff. Okay. But I've played some of that stuff around the girls. They're starting to get it. I'm just exposing them to it, Right. So all that stuff is happening around here now. So we've got this whole environment going on.
Man, Australian pop is out there.
It's not really that bad because it's kind of 90s-ish,
Okay.
And it's not as bad as you think.
All right.
I'm
gonna need some recommendations.
I'll get you. It's a little. It's like I said, think 90s pop with a little kind of like Australian twang to it.
Okay.
But if you grow up in 90s pop like we did, like yeah. Sometimes you got to throw in some Natalie and Imbruglia or something. Yeah. I can do that. So that stuff is going down. Like the stuff I watch, that's another thing too. She really clowns me for the stuff I watch.
What you been watching?
Okay, I can tell you what I've been watching since. I spent most of the morning watching a documentary on World War II in color.
Okay. Yeah, that's right. You are very documentary heavy.
Yeah, especially when it comes to history. I don't know. I can sit down. Don't give me history, like all the history channels, military history, because I'm a strategist. I love strategy.
Right.
Military history. Oh man, don't get me something on. Like I said, that was World War II. I was watching something yesterday. Little bit on the Gulf War. Stuff like that. But then I go back to history. I watched this whole series about Ming Dynasty in China.
Yeah.
I just like that stuff. So when she walks in the room, I'm watching that stuff. She's like, "Yo, you're such a nerd, yo. What are you watching?"
What you know about Mao Zedong, though?
They don't know about Chairman Mao. They don't know.
What you know about Emperor Qin?
They don't know about none about them dynasties over there. I'm still learning. And the one thing I've loved about history is you think you know something,
right?
And you barely scratch the surface. That's one thing I love about especially history when it comes to geography. If you ever just scroll on a map, I know I'm about to get real nerdish, but go to Google Maps, scroll on a map or something, and you could find a random city or town somewhere in the world you still have never heard of, and you don't know how much history is there.
Right.
It's funny, local. That's why I like moving around locally.
Yeah, I do too.
I was in Virginia the other day. Came past the sign, those little history signs that are up every now and then. I'm reading the sign. I'm like, damn, yo, I've lived here my whole life. I didn't know about this dude that I'm reading about right now. It was some dude, he played a little part in the Revolutionary War. Never heard him, never. But it was a blip in history, but apparently in that area, he was somebody. And think about the history of the world everywhere that happens.
Yeah.
Or I just look on the map, but especially with Google Maps, you can scroll down and see the city. I was looking at a picture of somewhere in Paris. I'm like, it's crazy. Never been there, probably never go there. But you just look at a picture.
Right.
There's people that live there. There's this whole history, this whole other thing going on that you've never experienced before.
Right.
That's fascinating to me.
In that one part of the world.
Yeah. And a little blip in the world, and it makes you realize, one, how finite life is. But two, how you don't know shit.
Yeah.
I hate to say it that way.
No, that's real.
You think you know something. We think we know. You don't know what's going on, man.
Right.
And I love that.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, am I a nerd? Hell yeah. And I'm happy to say on a public platform that I'm damn proud of it, yo.
Yeah, facts.
You know?
I kind of liked history. Like especially my modern world history class, because like you get to just see how other countries just came up.
Yeah.
And you especially you get to see how, well, I mean, I feel like every country's come up with this kind of shitty because they had to get out of something.
Just they either occupied or taken over, slaved,
right.
Yeah, but then you get to see like the richness in the culture.
Mm-hmm. And once the country got their independence, you got to see like how they started to form, how they started to get their own culture, and like it's just really dope.
It is, especially when you take time to like, you know, I watch stuff like that and I think about like sometimes we watch things for entertainment. Like we get a little bit of our fiction and our that's cool too. But sometimes just it makes me appreciate life, you know. So yeah. So again, anybody listening, watching, y'all, it's okay. It's okay to like the things that you like.
It's cool to nerd out about stuff.
It is. It makes us human. It makes us different. Like it's cool, and we learn from each other. And I think
because no one is supposed to be the same.
No. If you think about if the world was the same, oh my goodness, nasty robots.
Robots, yeah. I said,
yeah. So, but I think these things also draw us together. So, yeah, I could land on that. We got to get to that Karen. I don't know for others, but we got to get to that one Karen, yo. You sent me that video.
Me and Big Sis were just talking about it.
If that's not, that is the definition of Karen. Okay,
okay. Let me
tell them.
Okay. So, lady in a convenience store minding her business.
Well, no, they was in Victoria's Secret.
Oh,
that's why the lady said, "I'm trying to get my panties, trying to buy my draw."
I'm trying to get my panties.
Yeah, they was in Victoria's Secret. I know that store. I know Victoria's Secret when I see it, but yeah.
Not gonna ask about that.
But I mean, sometimes you gotta buy your lady some draws,
Right. Something
slight, it's a gift that keeps on giving, But
we gonna get in trouble.
Yeah.
But so this lady, she's trying to buy something, and so this Karen, so long story short, this Karen attempts to attack this lady holding the camera, and she's unsuccessful, but what happens immediately after is insane.
Yeah.
Imagine trying to hit somebody and then being unsuccessful and then acting like you just got hit.
Yeah. So yeah, I'll share the video when you guys see this tomorrow too.
Right.
I'll share it on our platforms. But
right.
So the video starts off, it's a black woman. And clearly tells a black woman holding the camera. You don't see her. But it starts off with a white woman lunging after her, swinging at her. And I don't think she hit her, but she charged her. She clearly charged her, came towards her, and swung. So I think black girl ducked it, dodged it. And I think what happened is the white woman realized she was being recorded. And so she immediately goes into victim mode. And she starts crying. She falls on the ground. She's crying, "Oh my gosh, please don't hurt me. Don't come after me. Don't come after me." Mind you, everybody in the store saw what she did.
Yeah.
It's recorded. So she tries to act like the black lady came at her. And it clearly was a lie.
Yeah.
There's video evidence of this. Like, so this lady proceeds to have a complete mental breakdown, which I kind of think part of it was an act too.
Yeah, I do too.
Yeah, on the floor of Victoria's Secret.
Mm-hmm.
This lady's crying, please don't. She's holding, she's going to the point where she falls over. She literally falls on the ground. She's like rolling on the ground in the middle of Victoria's Secret. It looks insane. I can't wait. If you haven't seen this yet, oh my goodness. It looks insane.
We got to post it.
I had to post it. It looks insane. The black lady stood. She never takes a step towards this woman. Matter of fact, she not backs only that,
up. So the lady recording, she starts moving away from her, and she keeps yelling, "Oh, this lady is following me," while following her.
Yeah. So then the black lady, she's asking for security. Mm-hmm. She's asking for security. She said, "I don't feel safe. I don't know what she's doing. I'm recording this for my safety. Mm-hmm. Please get security." So mind you, there's other people in the store, right? One thing that pissed me off is that another Karen in line says, well, why don't you just move away from her?
Or why don't you just stop recording?
Yeah. Man, one, mind your business. Two, you clearly see that your sisterhood Karen.
That something is happening here.
Yeah, she watched it. She knew.
She saw what happened.
She saw what happened. And the other ladies knew that her fellow Karen was in trouble. Fellow Karen was getting exposed. That's what it was. And so, as I say, it's not so easy. It's not so easy for black people to just move away. It's not that easy. Also, too, why should she have to move away? The black woman belonged there too.
She shouldn't have to. She shouldn't have to move away.
She's a shopper just like everybody else.
She should be able to go into the store, purchase what she wants to purchase, and leave. And I have to deal with being attacked. So back to the story. So Karen's rolling on the ground. Mm-hmm. Eventually, she continues her meltdown. It's like 2 minutes in. Mm-hmm. It's nasty. It's ugly. This woman proceeds to get back up, and charge after the black woman again, screaming, "Please don't come after me, please!" And she's charging. The black woman is retreating at this point. Yeah,
like on camera, it looks like she's ducking and dodging her behind displays in the store. This black woman made no attempts of aggression. Never took a step forward. Mm-hmm. She never said anything crazy. She didn't do anything vulgar. She didn't provoke this woman at all. Mm-hmm. She was attacked twice. Literally. Everybody saw it. Ain't nobody do nothing about it. I don't know if that was security or not. I don't know, but
yeah, I don't know either.
I don't know. It didn't look like they were securing a damn thing. But this is crazy.
Right.
I'm watching this like this is exactly what we talk about every
day.
Yes. Like, minding our business, can't do nothing. This woman played victim. Mm-hmm. This is a prime example of provoking, playing victim, hoping that police or the system will come and get this black woman. Mm-hmm. Clearly lying. Oh, it was such an act. And the crazy thing is, it looks so natural for her.
Yeah.
Karen done this before.
This isn't her first time.
It's not her first rodeo. It's not. As soon as she saw that she was being recorded, she knew it was a wrap. She immediately went into lie.
Yep.
Lie mode. Mm-hmm. Yo, I was watching it
so many times before, right?
Yeah. Let me get what I want. I'm gonna throw a tantrum. She threw a whole tantrum.
Yeah.
Tantrum.
Okay, so me and my big sister, we've interviewed her on here, Just Seasoned Well. Please follow her.
Yes.
We talked about it, and we were laughing about it, but also we were like, how does this make sense?
It doesn't.
How do you try to attack someone and then completely try to turn it on yourself?
Because that's the epitome of white privilege. I think part of it was, one, protect her own self. Mm-hmm. You know, if I play victim, then I won't look so bad. But also, two, she had a tantrum because she didn't get what she wanted.
Right.
Once she realized she took an L, part of that tantrum was a spoiled brat tantrum.
Yeah.
I didn't get what I wanted. Me.
Yeah, it's funny that you said tantrum because that's exactly what my sister said. She said that's exactly what it was. It was a tantrum.
It looked like a 5-year-old laying out the store,
right?
Because you didn't get a lollipop or something. That's in tears flowing. She's like pulling her hair. She's on the ground, nasty ass floor. Like, yo, like I don't. There's no logic, and I mean, well, there is. We know
no,
why.
There isn't. I mean,
we know why. That's white privilege.
We know why.
Yep. Yeah,
you're right.
Like, they will do anything. That's the thing. They'll do anything.
Yeah.
To try to flip it.
Mm-hmm. Try to flip the narrative. That's what she trying to flip the
script. That's what she did, and that's the scary part.
Mm-hmm.
I think about,
and the even scarier part is that people start to believe.
Yeah, I mean,
what they say.
The other Karen in the store.
Mm-hmm.
The white people weren't appalled.
Yeah.
They were still trying to shop.
Yeah.
The black people stopped. So that shows me too. One, either they don't care about what she's doing, or hey, this is norm for us. We're gonna let her do her thing, you know.
In Victoria's Secret though?
Anywhere.
It's true.
I think about too, like, the black woman did the right thing, but what if that was a black man? Homie would have been in handcuffs.
Yeah.
I would think it would have went down differently.
Absolutely.
Like, and that's the scary part.
Mm-hmm.
I can say this every week. The
goal is to get home.
Yeah. But they ain't trying to make it easy for us though.
At all.
They would do anything to jam us up.
Mm-hmm.
Even attack us and play victim.
That's
man.
Kind of the strategy.
Yeah, that's what we always say. They provoke us. People mind our business.
Mm-hmm.
We mind our own business.
Mind our damn business.
Yeah.
Because we've been taught that since we were young.
Yeah. I was in the grocery store. I was getting stuff for the weekend. Like, I'm in the grocery store. I'm not gonna say who because they ain't do nothing wrong. But people just won't. White people just don't leave you alone. They got to come spark conversation. They got to come say something.
Someone came to you.
Yeah. Yes. It never ends, yo. It never ends, and it comes off. They try to see like it's friendly, but
get out of my face.
Like, mind your business. Sometimes you don't want to start conversation with people. I'm in here trying to find groceries. Damn it.
Right.
Oh, look like you got a lot going on there, sir. You could have sparked conversation with anybody else in here. Why did you come bother me? And I'm at the point now where I walk around with RBF. I do now because I just don't want to be bothered.
Mm-hmm.
I stay with a mug on.
Yeah.
Like, so clearly you see the nonverbals indicating, leave me alone.
Right.
Leave me alone. Like, it used to be large black men would get left alone because they were scared. Now they're empowered. It's almost like fascination. Like,
it's in the zoo.
It's not exactly.
Listen.
Exactly. I'm not on display for you.
It's in the zoo, nigga.
Can't do nothing. Pump gas. Oh, the weather's nicer. Sir. I'm pumping gas. I'm trying to get the hell out of here.
Mm-hmm.
You came from like 2 pumps over to come over here and talk to me. So clearly you have an agenda.
Oh, nah. No.
Clearly you have an agenda.
No.
This is stuff. I can't make this stuff up.
I might have to steal you. I'm sorry.
I can't make this stuff up, yo.
I might have to steal you. If you're coming over from 2 pumps, over.
That's the stuff. I can't make this up.
Bro.
Middle of the day, pumping gas, trying to get on my way. Here come Bob.
I can't do
it. Yep. This is the stuff. Come ask you some stupid question or something.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah,
let's talk about a couple other ones though.
There are
there are other ones, bro.
I was so done with that one. I didn't even get to nothing else. I was done.
Kind of a sad one. So, Karen claimed that she regretted calling the police on her daughter's boyfriend. Obviously, girl is white, daughter's boyfriend was black, and he got shot by the police. Here's the thing: not only did he get shot, fatally shot by the police, he got fatally shot by the police at school.
What?
Yeah.
How?
Bro, like,
you said at school?
Yeah. That's what the article said.
How? And I used to work with the worst of the worst kids. Mm-hmm. Even if the cops are called to the school,
they can't really do a lot except arrest them.
You can arrest them, yeah. It never came to that. Never came to that. I don't even think it was ever an option. I've never even seen like. Come on now, we're talking about a kid. How old was this kid?
17.
Choice. It was a choice.
Mm-hmm.
You chose to shoot him.
Right.
They could have thought of 25 at least other ways you could have handled it.
Right.
I've seen good cops. Matter of fact, especially a kid at school. I've seen a kid walk out the school building.
Mm-hmm.
And what do? They just follow him. Make sure he's safe. Make sure he don't do nothing crazy. Make sure he don't jump in the street or nothing like that. Like, I've seen tactics many other times work.
Mm-hmm.
I've seen physical restraints work.
Right.
No weapon. I was trained in physical restraints. I ain't never had a weapon.
So anytime there was physical contact, usually the person was bigger than the security guard. So
that's why there's more than one.
So the security guard knew to really not do that. Just say, "Hey, let's go."
Yeah, de-escalation.
Yes, de-escalation.
And there's always more than one security.
Yeah.
I mean, the schools, yeah, there's always more than one.
At the school I went to here, yes.
Yeah, high schools
I used to go to.
High schools here have at least 4 or 5. Middle schools have at least 2.
My old high school, I knew of 1.
Oh, well then they just call the cops in, and then that's the problem. Like, but I mean, most kids, like I said, there's some wiggle room and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
I've never seen, unless the kid literally drew a weapon.
Yeah.
Like, unless he pulled a gun out.
Mm-hmm. There's no reason to do anything.
No, I've seen kids do all kinds of stuff in school. Destroy stuff, break stuff, do all kinds of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And never once, I don't think at any one time, especially as a man, did any of the men fear for our lives.
Yeah.
Never. Most of the time, we could have handled it. We had to call the cops because it was part of the process.
Right.
We handled it though. Hey, go get a couple. Go get Mr. What's name of them. We got this.
Mm-hmm.
And most of the time, we have a relationship with the kids, so either they work with us or we just calm them down.
Right.
A couple times you might have had and you were trained for it. You knew what to do, and it was all about making sure the kid wasn't harming, especially himself.
What'd you say there? You were trained.
Trained. Oh, training. Yes. That's why I said it's a choice. Because everything you're trained to do tells you not to do that.
Mm-hmm.
Like, shooting a kid is a definite choice. It's a choice.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's a sad one. And
yeah,
let's talk about this. Police officers in Palo Alto sue the city over a Black Lives Matter mural. Now, I actually wanted to talk to you about this because I have a question for you.
Okay.
Does saying Black Lives Matter, is that against, or is that a threat to police?
No. No, it's words at the end of the day. No.
Right.
I don't care what he said, it's his words.
Right. So
it's a mural.
So how is that a threat to
it's not a threat. It's not a threat. There's no threat.
I think that's kind of my point.
Yeah, no threat at all. Like that's not, I mean, for zero threat. Even things that are a threat, like it's the same reason why police officers can walk by gang tags and gang signs and they know they're there. They still don't do anything because it's not a threat at the moment.
Right.
That's, again, choice of hate. Murals, anything like that, they're just there. This is clearly a group of cops who just
don't their feelings.
Don't like Black Lives Matter. That's all it is. Don't understand it, and they're trying to make some sort of statement. But there's no threat there. I would love.
I'm going to quote. Shouts to DJ LV on Twitch. He has this saying on there. Here's my hand. Won't you take it? Let me help you out your feelings.
Yeah.
Because that's exactly what was going on.
Yeah. This is to me is this goes layers deep. Think about this. You so mad at something that now you are willing to put legal action, which means money, behind this. Like processes, effort, significant effort. Like to sue is not something that's way beyond complaining. That's way beyond the verbal.
Right.
You gotta get a lawyer. You gotta put your money up for this. Like that's deep, yo. Like,
yeah.
That's
another thing about it is that this happened in Palo Alto. Well, and if you know Palo Alto, I mean, let's not talk about East Palo Alto, but Palo Alto is kind of where Stanford is.
Yeah.
Well, and
tell us about that neighborhood. Tell us about that community. Who lives there?
I mean, students. And I understand that like students could get rowdy and all that, but also,
I wonder if there's been some protests over there.
I right now I couldn't tell you, but I'm so positive that there have been.
And this is police officers too.
Yeah.
That's another thing. This is why, again, system scary, y'all. Stuff is scary because group of people who this doesn't really affect. It just, but this is how people view the world when. Think about this. And I hate to say it this way, but I'm gonna say it. We know the history, but when a group of people begins to try to stand up for themselves and bring awareness to it, it identifies who the evil people are.
Yeah,
that's what it does. It cuts the grass. Snake show. Just like a couple months back, we had all the Asian hate crimes. People got mad. People out there throwing bricks at them and stuff and killing them and all this crazy stuff.
Right.
It cuts the grass. We know who's who now. You know, to go so far for them to take actions. They're showing themselves, hey, I'm a hateful motherfucker. Yes, me right here.
How? Why?
hate.
It doesn't have anything to do with you.
I mean, they don't, they don't see it that way. And that goes back to that selfish white privilege. Me. Oh, because I'm standing for this. So I'm so affected.
Right. I should be able to punch you.
That's how sick white privilege is. That's how sick racism is. Again, no one said anything against white people. We just trying to, hey, we here too, y'all.
Right.
And because you're so hatred and self-absorbed, you take that as a slight against you.
Right. And that's one thing that we need to remember. Black Lives Matter is Black Lives Matter too. That's why we have to say it. Yeah. Because we've been forgotten.
Yeah. No one's saying that you don't. Again, we say this 1,000 times. We're just trying to live. That's all. Really, we're trying to leave y'all alone too.
Right.
I think if you go over there, we go over here. I think we'd be happy with that.
Yeah.
Like we don't want no problems.
Yeah.
But because
but now you're involving yourself. You're inserting yourself into the situation
to play.
Now you want to talk and play victim.
That's what it is. That Karen mentality, play victim.
And now when it backfires on you, you want to play victim even more.
And what do they do? Resort to violence. That's the history. That's the pattern. That's why it's scary for us. We can't even chill.
Don't let it get physical because
trying to do us over here.
In most situations that I've seen, they're not going to win.
Well, that's why they had to go get the guns.
Right.
Had to go get the guns. Yeah. They're gonna rig, they're gonna create the problem, rig it so that they win, and still cry victim. And then twist history to make it sound different too.
Right.
It's yeah. Tell you I had a dream. I'm gonna say this real quick. I had a dream that I had found another planet. And I invited all the black people to come join me on this planet, yo. We out. I don't know what it was.
I'm gonna ask this. What was the planet called?
I don't have a name. It doesn't have a name or anything.
And if we were to name this planet, what would you want it to be?
Oh man, I don't know. Probably nothing I can say here. Like, oh no. I was just so excited. Like, I don't know how it happened. I was like, yo, we got ships already. Whoever wants to ride, let's ride, fam. Let's go. And we was out. And they was big mad. I remember, I think waking up, they were trying to like destroy the ships and stuff. Like literally, that was my dream. I'm crazy, y'all.
Yo,
we was out.
We're making this movie.
I'm telling you.
We're making this movie. Trademark. Like, we need to do this.
Call that drink. We out. Black folks.
Instead of remember we out.
We out. I just remember we already had like built the cities. We had built everything over there. It was plug and play, yo. All you gotta do is get on the ship. You ain't gotta worry about food. You ain't had to worry about where you live. Everybody had bread. Like, let's go. I was like, I don't know. It was just a dream I had. It was a huge dream. Yeah. Woke up big happy. Like, y'all can have a whole planet. We got our own joint now. Sorry. That's just where it was. So
the only problem with that is the planet has nuclear weapons. So I know that they would try to like destroy that planet with nuclear weapons.
No, we was far.
Oh,
it wasn't like down the street. We was big far.
Oh, okay.
Like, we never coming back far. Like,
oh, all right.
Like, we got a fresh new planet, yo. It's like, it's like getting a new whip. Y'all got this joint right here. We'll pass that joint back down to y'all. Y'all got that. Y'all destroying this joint anyway.
Yeah.
So no, it was like literally. I don't got details. It was a dream.
Man,
I don't know how it happened, but
we're making the movie.
It looked like Wakanda, and we was ready to go. Man. I don't know how we got spaceships, but we had enough for everybody. And yeah, it was one of them things.
Sounds beautiful.
Yeah, I don't know what we're gonna call it, but we
might have to stick with Wakanda.
Yeah,
since the name's already there.
Yeah, New Wakanda.
Ooh, New Wakanda.
New Wakanda. But that joint, yeah. That joint was it was fresh though. We was happy. Found the whole planet.
Whole planet.
I don't know.
It's already like
it was like we could live there, breathe, everything. We ain't had to worry about no. It was just like Earth. We could live there. It was straight.
Sounds beautiful.
We had spaceships to get us there quick and all that. Like we was pulling up. Like, yeah.
Sounds beautiful.
I was about to
hold on. I think there was. Oh, actually, yeah.
There's more. Oh goodness.
Yes, and this is the biggest one.
Oh, what?
So, the Bobs and Karens are Great Britain.
Okay.
So, over the weekend, the Euros competition was going on. Italy won.
Okay, yeah.
So, some people in England went on social media and bashed the 3 black players that was on the team that are on the team.
Because it's their fault, right?
I mean, in a way,
it was.
In a way, kind of, because some of them missed the shots, but also
in a soccer match.
Yes.
What's the accuracy of shots on goal in the soccer match? It's got to be low.
But also, where do you get off bashing these players that play for this country, the country you live in?
Well, you know how that goes, and that's why I don't think Americans know how savage international sports is. It's way worse than over here.
Oh yeah,
it's so racist. Surprised they ain't get like bananas and stuff thrown at them, like they've done in other places. Soccer match, come on! Like, I'm sorry, I'm starting to like soccer. Everybody misses goals. Think about it. Think about sports like soccer and hockey. The shot on goal rate is ridiculously stupid. It's like if you shoot 50 goals in a match and you get 2 of them in, you probably win the game.
Yeah.
But no one talks about the 48 that are missed by everybody.
Right.
Like, get out of here.
The commentators will talk about it.
I know, but I'm saying, but like the fail rate is so low in sports. Like I said, hockey, same thing. Shoot 75 goals, 2 go in. The goalie had a bad night. Get out of here. Baseball, you hit the ball 1 time out of 3, you're an all-star. It's just a numbers game. Like
that's why Babe Ruth swung at everything.
He swung at everything. Like you get maybe 1 or 2 shots a game, the opportunity. You're kicking the ball. It's not that accurate. Sorry. Like, get out of here.
And you know what? Some people actually know how to angle their shots.
And they do. They're not there for no reason. These are the best of the best, Joe. Like, them black dudes they're not there by chance.
Right.
Like, so show them some damn respect. Maybe people talk about professional sports. Like, it's hard. It's hard. Sometimes you lose. That brings me back. I know we didn't get a chance to talk about the Olympics. I was hot about that too. I was like, dang, you know what? Like, I feel like I've been on this whole like separation thing for a while. Maybe it's time.
I'm not rooting for the U.S.
Maybe it's time for our own. We got athletes all over the world.
Yeah.
Why do we continue to seek validation from other entities that don't support us?
Right.
The Olympics clearly, if they've not shown anything several times this year, is that they are not supporting the black athlete.
Right. And they will do anything they can to invalidate the black athlete.
Yeah. From
really swim caps. They're against. Like,
and it's funny how I'm like, yo, you realize other countries women have big hair in general? Like, out of here. But that's what I'm saying. So it's like, why do we continue to just seek these validations, and why can't we get all our athletes, band them together, and we do our own games?
Yeah.
If they don't want us there, fine. Fine. You know what's crazy though? Take all the black people away from the Olympics, and what do you get?
Mm-hmm.
See what you get. Market that. Market that.
Yeah.
For real. Who's watching that?
I ain't watching that.
Well, let me see. How many sports would not exist? Especially the summer games. Your two biggest, track and field, basketball, gone. Gone.
Soccer, gone.
Gone. Gone.
Track and field, gone.
Gone. Good luck. Good luck. I would love to see the 9th and 10th and 11th fastest people on earth race at that point. Good luck.
Right.
Whoever that is. Yes, good luck. Whoever wins. Matter of fact, because the distance. Because who runs different? Who runs the distance? Africa. So your sprinters are gone. Your distance is gone. Like, good luck.
Yep.
Good luck. Like I said, don't let me start picking. Gymnastics gone too now.
Yep.
Like, what's these? Swimming's about to be gone too.
Yep.
So all your big money makers, all your big draws wouldn't exist at this point.
Yeah. And if they do,
like I said, who wants to see the 10th, 11th, 12th, 15th best compete in the Olympics? Because that's what it would be.
Right. And also, don't forget to explain why we're not there.
Yeah. Oh, we racist, y'all. Sorry. We call them the racist games.
Yep.
Can you imagine all black Olympics?
Yeah, that'd be insane.
Straight vibe. Straight vibe.
Man.
Shit, basketball getting good too. Shout out to Nigeria.
Shout out to Nigeria. Gang.
Basketball, they catching up. So that's what I'm saying. I would watch some of that.
Mm-hmm.
I would watch that. African League is building up. It's coming.
Mm-hmm. That's right.
Other countries, look. Even Greece, you ain't got a squad without the Greek freak. Good luck. France, you don't either. How many other countries don't have basketball squads without their black athletes?
And how many countries pay black athletes to come
to come back home? Yeah, exactly.
Right.
Exactly. I would love to go through the rosters right now. Yeah. I'm pretty sure every NBA All-Star that goes somewhere else, like the black NBA athlete who's from somewhere else, yeah, I'm pretty sure he's getting paid.
Or the dude that didn't make the league that went overseas to.
Oh, them dudes. There's cats in Australia like that. Or how about the NBA player who's probably sitting on the bench, and he might be a bench player in the NBA, but he's probably the best player in his country, and he's a national treasure at where he's from. Right. Good luck with that. Guys like Serge Ibaka and them, they ball out and they're cherished in their countries.
Right.
So tell your country now, hey, our best player can't play in the Olympics. He gonna go play with his people.
Right.
Yeah. Like I said, how many countries will be asked out? Australia and them.
Right.
Like I said.
Oh man. And imagine this. We are the only people that could watch it because
the black Roku, the black Fire Stick. First of all, yo, a black fire stick is crazy.
But also, we need to make that ASAP.
It'd be Olympics and reruns of Living Single. Like,
yo, I need that now.
Put all our shows and we just
Yo, I think about that. I honestly think about that too.
You know how much that's worth? That's another thing.
Yeah, it's another conversation that we need to have.
Yeah, I know. And
like movie and TV. Or sorry, I shouldn't say just movie and TV because there are other entities now.
That's what I'm saying. I mean, I'll just end. If you just think about any industry, any field, there's black people at the top.
Right.
And what happens to that field, whatever it is, when you start removing the black people? Good luck.
Yep.
You hate us so much, but you really need us. So, all right. I know. That's a whole other conversation. We out, y'all. Y'all know where to find this Community Coalition Show. CommunityCoalitionShow.com, podcast, YouTube.
I feel like we went a whole another hour just talking about this.
We did. That's why I was like, I cut it off because we could keep going. That's when I could keep going. So
yeah,
another time, y'all.
Yeah.
So
all right, y'all.
Till next week, y'all. We out.
Peace.